Oklahoma City, and how much a difference makes and where those teams are at in the standings if they can just find that one guy that's consistent.
That's the difference. Cunningham, he scored 12, 13 goals or something. And that makes a difference. I think our leading goal scorer's got 4. But that's football, as I say. And then the scary thing to me is we are playing attractive football. I think we're creating chances. It's not as if we just trying to survive. It's wide open and we train, but we letting bad goals in, communication, just not closing people down, not clearing the ball, and we're getting punished for these mistakes. And at this level, it's usually the team that makes the least mistakes. Then the higher you go, the team that makes the least mistakes is usually going to win.
How impressed have you been with Mata? And has there been a learning curve since he's been in at all?
No, he is what he is. We know what he can do. He plays on his shoulder. He's sharp. He gets in there. He's got a nose for goal. Just what we've been looking for. And as I say, the night he could have had 2 or 3 goals. He's always a danger. But we got to stop letting poor goals in the back. And it starts tonight. Tonight we got OC Blues, Colorado. Then we got OC away, Oklahoma City away, Vancouver away, Vancouver at home, Arizona at home. So it's critical.
Yeah,
it's critical.
It's the time.
If we lose these 2, we're going to drift away, and it might not be obtainable to get back up there. So tonight's the night that we need to get 3 points for the fans. They've been unbelievable, and obviously it's not easy for the team or the fans playing Thursday and Saturday, but that's the way the cards are dealt. And the next game will be Friday, Sunday when we're at home. So, but that's it. We've known about this. We know about this, and we just got to deal with it.
You're going to stick with the same formation type that we've seen at home the last couple.
Yeah, that 4-4-2. That I play.
Every single week.
Much the same. Yeah. And we're going to stick with that. We may play a little different when we go to Oklahoma City, but we're going to stick with that. I think it enables us to put some pressure on some people, and hopefully that we can stop leaking a little at the back.
All right, Coach, good to see you again.
Thanks, guys.
All right, that's head coach David Irving. Back after this on the pregame show. All right, Kyle, we're a little bit, right now we're looking good. So what's going to happen is I'm going to try to time this out where we can get the starting lineups in, and then I'll take this next break. That way we can cover up the national anthem, and I'll let you know.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the starting 11 for the Orange County Blues FC, led by head coach Oliver Weiss. The goalkeeper is number 30, Pepe Miranda. Defender number 20, Jack McCracken. Defender number 5, Alberto Navarro. Defender number 23, Brenton Griffiths. Defender number 29, Jeffrey Pieris. Midfielder number 7, Christopher Santana. Midfielder number 17, Nikola Ilic. Midfielder number 9, Chris Cortez. Midfielder number 31, Ryan Felix. Forward number 21, Didier Crettenand. And forward number 22, Christopher Ramirez. And now your Tulsa Roughnecks FC. Your Roughnecks are led by head coach David Irving. Assistant coaches Tom Taylor and Mac Orr. The trainer is Kobe Smith. And the players, number 1, Zach Lubin. Number 4, Lori Bell. Number 7, Gibson Bardsley. Number 10, Luca Cordero. Number 11, Kyrian Kidd. Number 14, Adam Black. Number 18, Julian Portugal. Number 21, Mason Grimes. Number 23, Eli Galbraith Knapp. And number 26, Andy Lorai. And now for tonight's starting 11, the goalkeeper is number 25, Jake Feener. Defender number 5, Kyle Venter. Defender number 17, Ben Brewster. Defender number 6, Ryan Price. Defender number 3, Ela Davaran. Midfielder number 24, Brady Ballou. Midfielder number 19, Oscar Jimenez. Midfielder number 13, Stephen Miller. Midfielder number 8, Chad Bond. Forward number 9, Sammy Ochoa. And forward number 20, Christian Mata. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise, remove your caps, and stand at attention as Jeff Lyles performs our national anthem.
As well. Well, David Saunders, we've got ourselves another 2-game stretch back here at One Oak Field, and again, the pressure is squarely on the shoulders of the Tulsa Roughnecks.
It certainly is, Pop, and I love the way that David Irving never makes any excuses. He said that's the way the cards are dealt, that's what we do, we get on with it, and here we are, Thursday night, One Oak Field. I'm excited about this one. I think, you know, the Roughnecks are not far away from a good result. They are, as you said in the build-up, 200 shots on target. You know, things will change, and if they could be a little bit tighter, a tighter unit together, they are going to score goals, and I'm excited about tonight. I'm excited about Saturday, but as any good coach will say, let's take one game at a time.
Well, and David Irving realizes that with the young franchise, with the young team as well, it's extremely important to remain positive, even in the times where it seems a little bit difficult. I mean, that's one of the key roles of a head coach, is to always remain upbeat and positive. But as you mentioned before, there has not been one sense of any type of excuse that has been made from David Irving's side at any point in time this season, whether it's been good or bad play. I just think David Irving is looking for a little bit more consistency out of his club.
Yeah, he is, and he recognizes, as you said, it's a new franchise, and it's a young squad that's been put together, and mistakes will be made, but he is a good, experienced coach. He knows soccer in this league, on this side of the pond, and he knows exactly what he's doing with his coaching staff. And as I say, it's not going to be far away from a good result. And what better place to start than tonight with a great result? And if they can put some chances away, it'd be nice, isn't it? Against the LA, they dominated the first few minutes of each half. Wouldn't it be nice to dominate the first few minutes, settle down, score a couple of early goals? A bit like congratulations, by the way, on winning the Women's World Cup. What a fantastic performance. Wouldn't it be nice if they could get a couple of early goals, settle everybody's nerves down, including ours, Pop, and go on and have a convincing win?
There's Oliver Vies, the head coach for the Orange County Blues. Brings his side in just on the outside looking in the Western Conference, and the roustabouts. The supporter group for the Tulsa Roughnecks. One of the Easton fellas waving the flag there in the front row. There's the head referee this evening is Mike Arrington. Assistant tonight, Ronald Stuver, Michael Kapp, and Jeremy Crockett is the fourth official for this evening. Jeremy Poplin and Dave Saunders. Thank you to those of you not only listening in here on the radio side in the city of Tulsa, as there's a beautiful picture of the downtown skyline of the city of Tulsa here at One Oak Field. Radio side of ESPN 1300 The Buzz, but on YouTube as well. Colorado Springs Switchbacks lead the way, tied with Sacramento Republic at 30 points apiece. But as we were bringing up, as we are underway here in Tulsa, Colorado will be in here on Saturday, but they have played 3 less games than what Sacramento has. There is a dangerous ball here early across the mouth of the goal, and this is set up for a corner now for Orange County to start this contest.
Interesting ball in, and Carl Venter made a brave decision to leave it, and he thought maybe it was going out, but there was a man on the back post, and that was Ryan Price just to knock it away for a corner for the OC Blues. Early chance here from the right-hand side.
Service in, ooh, dangerous.
That hit the bar. I don't think Fina got anything on that. That hit the bar.
Well, and for those of you tuning in, this is the first start this season for Jake Fiener, who is in goal tonight for the Tulsa Roughnecks, the leading goalkeeper as far as saves are concerned. Inside the USL, Zach Lubin is on the bench here this evening, and there's a look. Oh, golden opportunity there early from Santana. Just grazed the top of the bar, and Fiener was kind of stuck there with his feet in the ground along the goal line, and the Roughnecks fortunate to not concede a goal early on in the contest.
Jake Fiener will want nothing more than a ball to come in and him to just have a confident catch, just to get himself going in this game as he makes his debut, and thankfully that one hit the bar.
We'll tell you a lot more about Jake Fiener coming up through tonight's broadcast, but the Orange County Blues here early have that ball taken away, and our first look at maybe some possession here for the Roughnecks. There's Daverin that tries to go over the top, finding Christian Mata. Christian Mata has been an interesting story so far for the Tulsa Roughnecks, as his pursuit there has ended up winning a throw-in now. Christian Mata, who played at the University of Tulsa, also Tulsa Union. Good ball on the inside. The defender did his best to get a piece of that one on the clearance with the head. That was Griffiths.
And that was good, confident play from Mata and good, confident play from Sammy Ochoa. That's a great sign, Pop, because he really made the defender, put the defender under pressure, and he was just inches away from getting a good header. And he needs a goal tonight, Sammy Ochoa, as we keep saying. So give his confidence. But well played, Mata on the right-hand side.
Here's Stephen Miller from the midfield, finds Irla Daverin. Daverin now dribbling, ball on his left foot, goes to the outside, has Sammy Ochoa. First touch fails him there, and Orange County now will elect to play back to Pepe Miranda, and Miranda sends this one forward up past the midway line, and Ryan Price now will settle back to the outside for Irla Daverin.
Interesting, David Irvin. he's a canny lad, isn't he, as we would say in Europe, because he kept us guessing again. He said to you, oh, it'll be the same old 4-4-2, but he's gone with 3 at the back again, and what it allows is Brady Ballou playing right wing back, and we've already seen the importance of the Irishman Ira Davelin, who wins another tackle there on the left-hand side, who loves to push forward, and they've still got the 3 up front. So it's a kind of a 3-4-3.
Jokingly, David Irvin did kind of tell that to us during the pregame show on the radio side about the 4-4-2 lineup. Every lineup has been a 4-4-2 for David Irving so far. Yeah. And we see them switch as they go. Here's Jack McCracken. McCracken plays it with the left, finds the run there through the central location from Cortez. Cortez cannot control that one as it bounces off of him over the byline. And Jake Feener will now have his second goal kick of the game as we are here early inside the 4th minute.
And I would suggest that the OC Blues are lining up in a 4-2-3-1, the European sort of formation you see a lot in the English Premier League with the likes of Chelsea and Arsenal. So certainly one up top, but they get the number, well, he's wearing number 9, Chris Cortez, in very quickly.
There's a good ball from Mata to the outside, finds Daverin. Daverin wishes he had that one back. Plays that one over the top of the crossbar, but that's a look of exactly why Christian Mata is in the position that he is. We've kind of marveled at this is only his 2nd start on the season. He came in as a sub, got his first goal on a Thursday night 2 weeks ago here at One Oak Field, but Christian Mata is that man that seems to almost win every single ball that is played in the air in the central location of the pitch.
Sign of a good player when you get there just before the defender. You're just half a yard ahead, and Christian Mata is that kind of player.
There's Brewster that comes up to challenge from his defensive spot. Roughnecks have it here through possession. You could hear Daverin calling for the ball to the outside. Has it. Mata with a run. Has the defender that's there. Mata cuts back to the inside towards the byline, and Miranda quickly jumps off of his line, goes down to the turf, has it in his possession. But another good look there, what Christian Mata brings to the table just as far as activity is concerned for the Roughnecks.
He does something that you don't expect him to do. That was a lovely turn. Here they are on the attack again, Pop.
Here's Ochoa. Ochoa will have a go from way outside. A little bit ambitious there from Sammy Ochoa. Wants to start things off here early. Sammy Ochoa, by the way, came into tonight with 27 shots on the season. Has 2 goals so far for the Roughnecks.
Yeah, it's not a bad sign, that, is it, to see him strike one from 25 yards out. Just a word on Stephen Miller. He's playing slightly off Mata and Ochoa, so it's sort of one in behind the front 2, if you like.
Illich had that ball taken away from him near midfield. Here's Mata. Mata turns. Thought about going to the outside. We'll play back to Ryan Price. Ryan Price from Florida Atlantic University has played quite well for the Tulsa Roughnecks. Defensively has that one taken away from him for a brief moment, and here comes the potential counter from Orange County. Up top, here's Ramirez. Ramirez. Good help side defense there coming back from Oscar. And there was contact there after Ramirez released the ball. He's kind of looking around there, wanted a call. Ramirez has 6 goals on the season, so he is a dangerous player for OC Blues.
I think Jimenez just stood his ground there and said, you go round me, and he decided to run into him and just fell down. Well done, the referee. Nothing doing there.
Daverin inside to Mata. Mata could not handle it. You can see him trying to fight back and win this one. Played up towards the center of the field inside the center circle. Settled there from Kyle Venter. University of New Mexico product. There's a giveaway. Back to Santana. Chad Bond with a challenge, and we'll pick up the foul here early as we're in the 7th minute.
Good confident start from the Roughnecks. Really liking this in that formation with 3 at the back, two up top, and that 4 in midfield, which includes Steve Miller, who just would be the front of that 4. So it's a good confident start. David Irvin will be quite pleased with the first 7 minutes. 0-0 though.
I apologize. That was just a throw-in before, but then Bond picks up the foul to make up for my error. So good on the Welshman. Speaking of him, ball to the outside, finds Daverin. Daverin has played quite well to the outside from his wing spot, uses that space extremely well. There's Mata with a good flick, finds Miller. Miller was in offsides position, though, as the assistant is directly on top of it.
Talking of Welshmen, did you see that Wales are officially now in the top 10 in the FIFA rankings? Well done to them, mainly because of a player called Gareth Bale.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think we could have a rather lengthy conversation about FIFA rankings. I know some people that I always find it humorous. I love people who are starting to be attracted more to the game now than they ever have been before, and they're trying to learn about different things. One of my friends was a little bit worried that United States had fallen inside the rankings, in the FIFA rankings, and tried to explain to him exactly why that really doesn't matter. Here's Davern. Davern with a good ball. Ochoa is there. The defender comes back to head this one over the byline, sets up a corner now for the Roughnecks. And that came off the head of Navarro.
Just to finish on that point as well, you know, the USA dropping in the rankings, having beaten Germany and Holland away. So we could have a discussion, but let's concentrate on the Roughnecks. They've got a corner here, Pop.
Nike is a proud partner of the USL. Follow @Nike Soccer on Twitter for all the latest Nike Soccer information. There's Chad Bond and Irla Davern. Good service in. Oh, that one dropped directly where you would want it to, but a clearance now from Orange County, and it will roll this time all the way back to Feener.
Well worked corner there. Defender a bit lucky to get his sort of heel on that to clear it. But
also, Roughnecks are one of the leaders in corners inside the USL.
You just feel they're not doing a lot wrong. I mean, it's a very positive start. They've always been positive, and you know, they've conceded some soft goals, as David has alluded to already, some very good goals as well. But here they are. Feener gets a good touch on the ball there, and here they are on the attack again.
That's a good head-up look from Bond. I know it did not necessarily connect to the outside from Davern. Right idea, though, from Chad Bond, playing from his holding midfield position. Bond taking off of the ball. Orange County now. Good cut to the inside. Has a couple of options here to the outside. And we'll send it there, and there's a first shot and a save there from Jake Feener. Oh, so Feener gets tested here early on a tough angle and a tough shot, and Feener is up to the challenge.
Wonderful save from Feener, and one of the first people, Pop, on that bench over there to stand up and applaud him was Zach Lubin. Well done to Zach Lubin, but a fantastic save from Feener. That looked a goal all over, and he stuck his left arm out. Brilliant save.
That would have been the third goal for Cortez on the season. Service inside from the corner, drops directly there near the penalty area, and Feener quickly there. Could not get a great touch on it, did Orange County, and Feener now will hold this off and finally sends this one forward.
Well, that'll make Jake Feener, if he wasn't confident already in it, and I'm sure he was, that'll make him feel a lot better getting a touch on the ball.
Nice ball from Crittenden, plays forward, has Ramirez. Feener has to come out, makes contact with it, and Feener hops directly on top of it. So Feener now showing off the skill set here early.
And look at those subs. They're all up applauding Feener. You know, it's a squad game, and they realise how important this is for the 23-year-old tonight. Brilliant save, one-on-one, and he's kept it at 0-0.
Jake Feener from Seattle University. He was a teammate of Brady Ballou. Here's Crittenden. Crittenden now slots to the back post. Ooh, a dangerous opportunity. Good ball there from Crittenden across the mouth of the goal to catch Feener off balance. And Orange County just unable to convert.
Well, you look at the coach over there, Oliver Weiss, the Swiss coach, and he is not pleased because he's saying, you've got to get in there, you've got to put your boot on that one. And, you know, the ball slid across the goal. The Roughnecks have got away with it a little bit, so well done on them, but and well done on Feener, but they've got to be tied to defending.
Price finds Davern. Davern had his first goal against Los Dos 2 weeks ago on Saturday.
Right-footed goal, wasn't it, for the Irishman? And we saw the little dance afterwards.
Ochoa holding off, back to Oscar, back near midfield, finds Ryan Price. Price's ball through. The angle was taken off there, trying to find Stephen Miller, and here comes Orange County one more time. Crittenden plays to the outside. McCracken is able to retrieve it before it goes out. Cuts back to the inside, sets himself up with the right foot. There's another brilliant save there from Jake Feener, as Orange County had a golden opportunity with the header directly at Jake Feener.
Another fantastic save from Feener, reflex save, throwing himself again to his left-hand side. Brilliant save, well done on Feener.
Ramirez has had a couple of opportunities here early, and the stonewall has been Jake Feener. Crittenden off the deflection. Feener had the post covered. That came off the head of Brewster, but the assistant's flag is up on the far side. And an offsides for Orange County, as we'll see on the replay here on the YouTube feed. Watch this ball on the service to the inside directly at Ramirez. Just a fantastic ball, and Feener was the man in the right position.
And talking of right position, so was Ryan Price with the second follow-up shot. Well done to him. Stood there firmly and the ball came off his thigh.
2013 in Feener's senior season, he started 24 games and was first team all-conference and was MVP of the WAC tournament. He spent part of 2 seasons with the Sounders U23 team. Zach Lubin did as well, the other goalkeeper on the roster. Davern, nice ball through, settled there from Miller on the boot of Ochoa. Ochoa has that one deflected out of play. Ryan Felix had come back to help. Here's Santana. Nice ball over the top from Santana. Danger here for the Roughnecks. Ramirez plays to the outside, has Cortez. Cortez cuts back. Oh, the touch failed him there. Roughnecks fortunate to survive. Oscar plays forward. Finds Ballou. Ballou, good ball to the corner. Mata has to chase it down. Could not get there in enough time. And now the Blues will slow down all the way back to Miranda.
OC Blues seem to be having a lot of success down their left-hand side, and that's Brady Ballou and Brewster there. Ballou, of course, playing right wing back. Brewster really one of the back 3, but he's going to have to tighten up with Ballou on that right-hand side for the Roughnecks.
There's Mata, who won that ball, trying to find the run through the center of the pitch from Ochoa. Griffiths stepped in front. Here's a throw-in now for the Tulsa Roughnecks.
But again, within this first 15 minutes, it's been a confident start from the Roughnecks. Feener's made some outstanding saves, but they look good when they get down the flanks, especially on the left-hand side. Davern's had a lot of the ball on that left-hand side.
It's 5 saves for Jake Feener here in the early going. Maybe not necessarily the amount of action that Feener wanted to see early on.
No, I think I said he would have liked a little cross to just pluck out of the air and then have nothing to do for 10 minutes, but he's done well.
Feener has this one easily as it dribbles back to him. Thought about quickly going on the outlet. Now wants to hold it for just one moment. Says this one all the way forward. Vinter tries to settle to Crittenden. Crittenden almost was able to connect with Cortez. Could not get the ball to go through Ben Brewster.
Well
Here's
done,
Ballou.
Brewster.
He will switch fields. Davern had to do everything that he could to save that one from going out of bounds. Shoving match there, and that will be a foul on the Roughnecks. Stephen Miller. We saw Stephen before the game. Stephen said that he enjoyed his brief little vacation here during the middle of the season. Got to actually go back home, spend some time with the family. Said he spent some time on the river. Nice to be able to have a few days during the middle of the season to be able to go back home, connect with family, and get recharged for this second push here in the half of the season in USL. The assistance flag is up on the far side. The initial ball forward to Cortez as he was offsides.
And I think I'm right in saying, is it just Vancouver and the Switchbacks that the Roughnecks haven't played now, Jeremy, or are there more teams they haven't played?
Yes, it is just
those 2, isn't it?
Those 2 that the Roughnecks have not seen so far. You can follow at USL on Twitter to become a league insider, join club conversations, and have a chance at exclusive giveaways.
I know it's slightly different, and we've got second teams of MLS teams, so it's difficult, but it's always good for a coach to have seen all the teams. And you come to the second half of the season and you've pretty much seen them all. So, and I think Vancouver, they play pretty much home and away in a space of a few days, don't they? So, this is going to be positive. It's going to be a positive second half of the season. It's been a positive first half, but obviously these 2 games today and Saturday are vitally important. And it's been great so far from the Roughnecks.
Yes, the Roughnecks will play Vancouver in back-to-back weeks. Davern has that ball knocked out of play from Griffiths. Griffiths was in front of Ochoa by 2 steps. Brinton joined the Blues in the 2014 season. Spanish Town, Jamaica native. Played for the Colorado Rapids, who drafted him in the second round of the 2013 MLS draft.
Good possession here from the Roughnecks, just slowing things down a bit. And as I say that, commentator's curse. The ball is played out by Ryan Price, but it was good to keep a bit of possession. And, you know, when you've been under pressure a little bit, take some pressure off Jake Feener and just enjoy some possession. But Orange County aren't making this easy for the Roughnecks. There's a chance here, though.
Here's Ballou. Nice step over move from Brady. Tried to connect there with Christian Mata, unable to do so. And that one out of play up near midfield. Quickly the throw in. Can Mata get there in time? He does. Able to save it just before it goes over. Mata continuing to fight. That one unlucky there. Pulls over the touchline. See Mata kind of shaking his head there a little bit.
He's a little terrier, isn't he? He really
yes, he is.
He'll chase everything down with some good skill as well.
Good win from Stephen Miller. Miller uses the left. That ball slides through. Here's Ballou. Ballou! Oh, Pepe Miranda got a hand on it to clear it over the top of the crossbar. But a shot on frame from Brady Ballou.
And what a good one it was. 20 yards out, he came across him and he hit it first time. And that's a great stop from the Cuban Pepe Miranda, because he just tipped that one over the bar. And he's having a little chat with Sammy Ochoa. Sammy Ochoa probably word in his ear there saying that was a good save, because that was well struck by Ballou and a corner. And time for the Roughnecks here to get their first on the board.
That's the first save of the night for Pepe Miranda. Came into this evening over 1,200 minutes with 42 saves. Stephen Miller will retreat now, has Ramirez there on top of him.
I think I've read that he started all but one game.
All but one game so far.
Yeah.
Chad Bond back across midfield, finds Oscar now. Good ball from Oscar to the outside, finds Miller.
I think that's a sign of how much the pitch has dried out there, Jeremy. That was a long ball hit from Jimenez, and it hit the turf. And I thought it was just going to, in the wet turf, just bounce and skid away from Miller, but it didn't. It just hit the turf and held up.
This one over the top of Vinter. Vinter has to retreat in a hurry. It's Ramirez. Ramirez turns. Good help coming back from Ryan Price to knock that one away from Ramirez, as Ramirez had turned and faced up with Kyle Vinter and tried to set himself up with the right.
It was just a long ball punted down the field from OC Blues, and just got the wrong side of Vinter, but he did well to recover. And as you said, along came Ryan Price just to help him out and concede the throw-in.
It is a very humid evening here at One Oak Field after we had several inches of rain here this afternoon. Matter of fact, the ball is batted back down and off a deflection to the foot of Ballou. Ballou will pull back, cuts back to the outside. Only nowhere to go there for Brady Ballou. Settled by McCracken. And Orange County will play this one back to maintain possession. It's 79 degrees. The official weather forecast for tonight's match is provided by the News on 6 meteorologist Travis Meyer. A very hot and sticky 79 degrees. Here's Crittenden. As that one knocked off of the foot. Feener quickly out off of his line.
And Pop, we always say it, and I think especially tonight I'm going to say it, well done to the ground staff and well done to everybody here at the Roughnecks, because it's an outstanding field. We went out, as you said, and walked on it, and it's perfect for playing soccer. It's a perfect night for playing soccer. You and I wish we could get out there ourselves, but those days have gone, we know that. Now it's up to these young men in orange to enjoy this evening playing on this great surface. So
we would have to have medical attention the first 5 minutes that I was out there trying to play in this weather.
Yeah.
There's a throw-in on the far side. They did not put this surface in until last evening, and they had to do it within a window because of the amount of rain that we've had over the previous 3 days.
Amazing.
USLsoccer.com. Have you visited USL Soccer? Here's a ball inside the box, loose there on the ground, and here's a foul there from behind. Make sure that Stephen Miller is okay. Looks like he's going to be all right, hobbling there just a bit. Dangerous there for the Tulsa Roughnecks.
Well, we haven't seen a goal inside the first 22 minutes, and I think here at One Oak, that is quite a rarity, isn't it, Pop? I think we've seen quite a few early goals, haven't we?
We have so far.
Which is no bad thing, I might add. I mean, it's 0-0, and I think, you know, coach will be quite happy with that. They've had this break, they've come back here, and they've done okay, and a good save from Miranda's kept Ballou out, but here they come again, the Roughnecks.
Mata, the Pitbull, again, another win there towards the touchline. Searching ball forward, cannot find him. There's Oscar providing some pressure, has it. Stolen away.
Oh, you said Pitbull Terrier, did you? I was thinking of the little Yorkshire Terriers.
Well, I have a Yorkie. I wouldn't necessarily call him the toughest thing in the world. He thinks he's tough.
But Matt is tough. And he chases lost causes, doesn't he? You know, and as we know,
but it's such a high work rate, though,
yeah,
Dave.
That's right. No,
it really is. And sometimes just that extra amount of effort goes an extremely long way, especially for a team that is trying to find that dedicated goal scorer. The leading goal scorer for the Tulsa Roughnecks is Gibson Bardsley, who has 4.
Yeah. And he's on the bench tonight. I'm sure we'll see him at some stage. But going back to Matter, he's taking his chance. The Tulsa boy, isn't he? And, you know, scoring on his debut. And he must be really enjoying playing in this team. And let's hope he gets one tonight.
USLsoccer.com is the website to go for all the latest news and live stats. And you can check out the new social media hub. Here's Oscar to the outside of Davern. Davern, one touch. Tried to play it centrally inside the box. Deflection comes back to him, to Oscar now. Back to Ryan Price. Price finds Chad Bond. Trying to connect there with Sammy Ochoa. Good job there by the defender Griffiths to step in front.
I often say this as well. We need Chad Bond on the ball, don't we? And he's enjoyed some ball at his feet tonight, and that's good for the Roughnecks because he pulls a lot of strings in that central midfield player, even though he is a holding midfield player. Foul there by Sammy Ochoa.
8 shots so far for Orange County here in the early going, which has led to the 5 saves from Jake Feener, who making his first start here this evening.
But it's good, even though they've had eight shots, and the Roughnecks have ridden their luck a little bit. There's no, you know, it's nice that the score is still 0-0, isn't it? Because we've seen soft goals in the past few games where a ball, you know, has been played forward and they concede a soft goal. So well done to Feener, well done to the defence, well done to the whole team, because here we are 25 minutes in, 0-0, and I think coach, yes, a strange thing to say at 0-0 really, but he will be pleased, he'll be happy. And you know, I don't know what the half-time score is going to be. It'd be great if the Roughnecks could go in either at 0-0 or up by a goal or 2. They haven't created too many chances tonight, but you can see that they have got into that final third, especially down the left with Ila Davern.
That was Payeras who was down. He is back up. Of course, he is on loan from CSD Municipal. Joined the Blues on loan. That's in Guatemala's La Liga. Here's McCracken. McCracken, nice ball to Cortez. Played in over the top, tried to chip Feener, and just over the top of the crossbar as Feener had come out to challenge. And Ramirez with another opportunity that has gone by the wayside here in the early going.
2 things to say about that. Ryan Price was looking towards the linesman, saying, why wasn't that an offside? Too far for us to see. And well done. The second thing to say, well done again to Feener. Came out and just put the player off, and he lobbed it over the bar just a yard over.
So McCracken settles, former LMU Lion. He's played 617 minutes so far in the season. Coming into tonight. A little bit of a miscommunication there. Crittenden thought Santana would continue his run in the channel there towards the corner. Feener over to save it before it goes out over the byline. 28th minute, still scoreless here in downtown Tulsa at One Oak Field. Jeremy Poplin and Dave Saunders with you. Thank you to those of you not only on the radio side, ESPN 1300 The Buzz, but on YouTube as well. Only game tonight in USL. Crittenden. Harassed there from behind.
Brewster just slipping in there, and a foul. And it's probably, what, 25 yards out, just left of centre. And we've seen some good free kick specialists here at One Oak, and let's hope this isn't one of those tonight. Looks to be one man, Didier Crettenand, who is on the ball here, so it's clearly going to be one of his strikes. 4-man wall.
5'10" from Switzerland, has 6 goals on the season. 4 of those have been game winners. Here's Crettenand, and sends that one directly over the top of the crossbar.
Yeah, relief for Jake Feener there. Didn't have to do anything apart from just watch it a couple of yards over the bar. So again, they survive, and Mudd is just having a good conversation there with Chad Bond. But still, as you say, Pop, scoreless after 28 minutes, but an entertaining game.
Don't forget, Modelo is the official jersey sponsor of the Roughnecks kits. You can look for the Modelo Especial logo on the front of the players' jerseys, and ask for Modelo on your next trip to the One Oak Field concession stands. It's Davrin. Connects with Mata. Mata square ball. Good run there from Oscar, continuing on his run. Unable to connect up, but still a shot and pressure applied to the Tulsa Roughnecks, trying to test Miranda.
1-2s are so dangerous when you get in and around the 18-yard line. It's often the way to break down a stubborn defence, and that was good play from Blue. And then Jimenez just came to him a little bit quickly, but he did well to drag the ball almost from behind him. Left-footed shot, a few yards wide. Well done, the Roughnecks.
Oscar has had a good game so far here this evening. Kraken. Davrin settles with the left, still has space in front of him. Could not slip it in over the top of Navarro. Mata was there on the backside. This will be a throw-in now for the Roughnecks.
You can see as we look down there, the back 4 of OC Blues, and then they have these 2 sitting midfield players in front of them, and then the 3 in front of them and 1 up top. But they're pretty quick in attack, and they're looking fairly solid in defence at the moment.
So in from Brewster. Kraken plays this one in the air. Miller comes to challenge. And Oscar bring this one down. Heads it over to Baloo. Baloo finally brings it back down. Good ball there from Ochoa. Finds Miller. Here's Mata. Mata, nice ball. Ochoa cannot save it over the byline. And a goal kick now for the Orange County Blues.
Yeah, just a bad first touch from Sammy Ochoa. Working hard for the cause again tonight. And just signs in the last few minutes that the Roughnecks are starting to break through that back line.
Here's Griffiths.
We've talked about Sammy Ochoa and Mata. It was good to see before kickoff a young man by the name of Andy Loray, who you're going to have on at half-time, Pop, aren't you? He's looking good and in positive spirits. Well done to him.
Absolutely. Had his knee scoped a couple of weeks ago. Looking good, feeling good after being injured in Austin. Griffiths through the center circle. Finds McCracken to the outside. Good challenge there from Brewster.
Well done, Ben Brewster. He loves that kind of a challenge, doesn't he? Getting in physically.
Very physical player.
Yeah. And I'm still shuddering from that tackle in the Seacoast game that was played at TU, and a former Seacoast player himself, and he took the defender out in that game. Got a yellow card for it, but he's not afraid of a challenge, is he?
That was in the Open Cup.
Yeah. Seems a long time ago now, doesn't it?
It absolutely does. Oscar steps in front of the pass from McCracken. Challenge there from Crittenden. Chad Bond wins this back to Oscar. Davrin cuts to the inside. Fights back, wins it one more time. Has a man directly to the inside, it's Mata. Mata cuts back to the inside, turns, lets one go, and it's in! A goal from Christian Mata, and that is his second goal for the Tulsa Roughnecks from the man from Union High School right here in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and former University of Tulsa product. Christian Mata has put the Roughnecks in front here in the 33rd minute.
Wonderful setup play from Mira Davlin, cutting in from the left-hand side there and just playing the perfect ball into Mada. And he shows what a great goal scorer he is. He just wrong-footed the defender, opened up the space and shot past Miranda. Wonderful goal for him. And he loves this end of the field, doesn't he, at One Oak, in front of those roustabouts. And he jumped into them and celebrated with them. Well done to him. And the Roughnecks break the deadlock. And as you say, Pop, 33 minutes gone. 1-0, and David Irving now would love to go in without conceding a goal and have them sit down and listen to his golden words at half-time.
What a brilliant cut back inside once Mata received that ball. Had Miranda kind of leaning a little bit towards his left there, trying to protect that far post, and Mata sees the opportunity to cut it back inside. And a terrific goal from Christian Mata, and this is exactly what we've talked about the Roughnecks needing. Someone that can take the initiative to be that goal scorer on a consistent basis that Tulsa has lacked so far this season.
And it makes the Jake Feener saves early on so much more important that he kept the clean sheet at one end, and Mata has had one chance tonight and he scored.
This has been the opposite so far of a lot of Roughneck games, especially here at One Oak Field. Typically it has been the opponents that have had most of the luck go their way coming in here to One Oak. And so far, it's been the Roughnecks. And I hesitate to say luck because those have been just extremely skillful saves from Jake Feener early on.
Really good saves. And as I said, it makes them almost worth double, doesn't it? When you score the goal and your side, you look up and your side still haven't conceded a goal. And now the Roughnecks can settle things down. They're in a slightly unusual position now, aren't they? So this next 11 minutes is going to be very important to their season.
See Stephen Miller there. There's Davern behind him.
And there's Jake Feener. As he said, two outstanding saves to his left-hand side.
Feener sends this one forward. Feener, I have to admit, is maybe one of my favorite players to go on the road with. Quite the character is Jake Feener. Always seems to have a smile on his face. I think I might have laughed more at Jake Feener so far this season on the road than anyone else combined so far.
And he's kept his head down, never complained, got on with it, and here he is making his debut.
Good service in. Cleared away. Miller has it. Up forward to Ochoa. Ochoa will switch fields. Good look there from Sammy Ochoa. Finds Ballou. Ballou across midfield into the offensive third. Will elect to tact McCracken there for a moment. That ball is free. Oscar could not get to it there. And here comes the potential counter from Orange County. Good step in there and challenge from Ryan Price to knock the ball away from Santana.
I think they've just had a slight positional change. I think Vent has gone to the left of the three, Jeremy, and Ryan Price is central.
Central now.
And good job he was there. Like you say, it was an outstanding tackle because the midfield were beaten just for a moment there.
Brewster is extremely comfortable there on the right-hand side. So, yeah, that is good eye from you, partner, to see that Ryan Price has moved back more to the inside. Mata with a nice touch. Here's Ochoa. Ochoa just could not get there in enough time as Navarro clears it away. Price, simple touch to Oscar, had that one taken away. Chad Bond is there. Roughnecks battling forward here at midfield. Finally won by Orange County. Santana. Plenty of space out wide for Santana. Miller is there. Santana cuts back to the inside the box. Service there knocked away. Could not get it up and over the top of Venter. There's Ryan Felix, native of Corona, California. Santana back to the outside.
Well done. Good defending from the midfield and the defence. Soaked it up, and in the end there was a loose ball played and Venter was able to eat it up.
Look at Mata fight and win that ball.
There's our Terrier again.
Here's Brady Ballou. Ballou through the legs. Finds Stephen Miller. Corner of the box. Step over. Back to Ballou. Ballou with the right foot will test Miranda. Not very much, though, as far as danger is concerned for Pepe.
No, Baloo not afraid to have a go, but it was quite an easy one for the keeper.
Illich gives off to Crittenden. Ramirez. Roughnecks leading here 1-0 in the 38th minute. There's another good challenge there from Ryan Price. Choa from midfield. Miller with the easy touch back to Davern. Davern now elects to give to Chad Bond. Here's Oscar. Coming over for support. Davern to Miller. Good ball there. To Oscar, and here Choa. Oscar continues this run. Can he get there before it goes out over the line? Good job by the defender to be able to shield off Oscar. And a goal kick now as the ball trickles out over the byline. And Miranda now will switch to the opposite side.
Yeah, good play again from the Roughnecks. Jimenez there just shrugged off by the defender, but a good build-up. And you can see the Roughnecks have really grown into this game. What a difference a goal makes. And it's sucked a little bit of the life out of Orange County, who you said, Jeremy, have had, what, 5, 6, 7, or even 8 chances on goal, and not converted any one of them.
This is the second game of a 5-game road stretch now coming up for Orange County, coming off the 2-0 loss to Arizona United. They will be doing the Oklahoma double dip here inside the Sooner State. Tonight's obviously here in Tulsa, and then with the Energy down the Turnpike. See the last 2 matches there for Tulsa Roughnecks and for Orange County. The 2-0 loss there at Arizona. Before that, previously on the first, had knocked off Oklahoma City. Crittenden, as Feener has to come way outside, puts that one directly out of play.
Well done, Jake Feener. Goalkeepers are another defender, aren't they? And he came out there as the ball went over the back 3 there, and he came out and just punted the ball out way over halfway. So a throw into Orange County in their own half. And with 5 minutes to go till half-time, the Roughnecks are really standing firm here. They've got the goal from Christian Madder and got themselves in front. And now this 5 minutes is really important that they hold firm. If they went in 2-0, that would be the icing on the cake. But if they went in 1-0, I'm sure David Irvin would be very, very happy. And the happier of the 2 coaches.
I know some might be surprised as Santana gets there and could not ultimately save it. See Davern there as he hits the warning track here on the baseball surface. I know some might be surprised to see a young man like Jake Feener come in and have success here early on, and he has been tested, but Feener actually led the NCAA in saves back in 2013 for Seattle University with 161. He had close to 7 saves per game. And as Seattle made it into the second round of the NCAA tournament with Jake Feener in the net. There's a foul as Santana is down. Stephen Miller comes over to check, and Miller is going to get booked.
Yeah, yellow card. Nice atmosphere over there, Jeremy. We've got a drum line in here who've been performing very well, I should add, before the game, and now they're in with the roustabouts, so we've got more drums than usual, and it's added to the atmosphere. And we've got 3 minutes plus the injury time. I'd suggest maybe 2 minutes to be added on, so about 5 minutes before David Irvin can sit them down.
There's a look at the drum line here tonight, helping out with the roustabouts.
Good header away from Brewster, that physicality that we need at the back there. And here's Madder, the goal scorer, chasing down there on the right-hand side.
Nice ball from Brady Ballou, finds Ochoa, remains on sides, cuts back, has Mata that's there. Navarro comes out to challenge. Mata unable to connect with Chad Bond. Ryan Price over quickly. Cortez slips in behind Ryan Price. Here's Cortez, slots it back in, and there's a goal. That is a beautiful buildup from Orange County, and they have equalized here in the 43rd minute.
Good breakaway from Orange County. Good squaring from the number 9 Cortez there. And nothing Fina could do about it. Not a good time to concede. Just 2 minutes before half-time, but 1-1, and that is even. The score's up and probably is about right with the score on the balance of the game. Now the Roughnecks, we'll see what they're made of, because they've done okay, more than okay in this first half, and they kick off again with the score at 1-1.
Watch this ball from Cortez. I mean, perfect ball. Crittenden continues on his run, puts it there directly in. As you mentioned, Dave, not much that Jake Feener could do about that one at all. Just a nice build up there from Orange County on the counter.
Cortez made that goal, didn't he? Pulling out to the left. Good piece of skill to beat Ryan Price. And they did everything right.
Ray Hudson would say that was a red carpet ball that was played back directly to Crittenden. There's Mata. Poked away by McCracken. Throw in now in the 44th minute for Ballou and the Roughnecks.
And I think they're going to leave it. Ballou's leaving it for Brewster here. We know this will be a long, low, flat throw into the box aimed at the likes of Sammy Ochoa to flick it on. What a great time it would be now for the Roughnecks to get their second of the night. In fact, he goes short throw, so double bluff.
There's Ballou. McCracken is there. Ballou uses the left. This one is cleared out of play. Another chance now. Ballou will drift back in towards the center of the pitch, as maybe now we'll see the long throw coming up from Brewster. Brewster finds Ochoa. Ochoa tries to cut. Back out to Brewster. This one drifts all the way back to the outside. Davrin tries to play off the left. Oh, that one came off of Mata. Mata has both of his hands on top of his head. He realizes he might have missed an opportunity. Here's Oscar. Oscar drives one. And it's a deflection now in a corner, as we get set to see how much stoppage time we have here in the first half. But Oscar has been on top of it here this evening, and he has not been afraid to test Miranda from the outside. 2 minutes of stoppage time has been added.
And a great strike from Jimenez, but before that, the ball just came too quickly to Mato. It just kind of hit him, didn't it? And he was stood right on the 6-yard line. If he'd been able to take a touch, it could well have been 2-1. Corner again from the Welshman and the Irishman.
Davrin, nice bending ball inside. Miranda was there. Oh, and golden opportunity. Was that Mata one more time? Deflected off. Wow.
It was. I think Venter there clashed with the goalkeeper, and the goalkeeper saying to the referee, 9 times out of 10, referee, you would give me a free kick there because I am a goalkeeper and I am untouchable.
Yeah, Crittenden is letting him know about that call as well, or lack thereof.
Yeah, I must admit, I thought there would have been a free kick. Here's the corner.
There's another good ball from Davrin. Ryan Price. Oh, just skips to the side.
Ryan Price up well there, just headed down. They wanted a corner, but the referee has said it will be a goal kick.
Here's a look at this first opportunity. Yeah, the contact there from Venter as Miranda falls in. Oh, almost a brilliant finish from Mata.
There would have been some protesting if Mata had scored, I think, but not that we want to see that in a game of soccer, but certainly the keeper felt he was fouled by Venter.
Probably not much time left as Price retreats, plays this out of bounds.
It's been a good first half, hasn't it? A good game of football to watch. Plenty of chances at both ends.
Here's Navarro. Ayeris. Back to Miranda. Miranda, the Cuban, sends this one out, and that will do it for the first half. Tulsa Roughnecks off of the goal from Christian Mata in the first half in the 33rd minute. The second professional goal for Christian Mata from Tulsa Union High School and the University of Tulsa, as the Roughnecks tied at 1 here at One Oak Field in downtown Tulsa. Goal from DDA Crittenden. to equalize things at 1. Listening in on the radio side, we'll have a conversation with
The Roughnecks once again thank Two Works for You and 92.1 The Beat for sponsoring tonight's match. The Tulsa Roughnecks are proud to have these fine sponsors helping us put on Thirsty Thursday. Thanks again to Two Works for You and 92.1 The Beat. Become a fan of the USL on Facebook and follow on Twitter for league news, interactive content, and have a chance to win exclusive giveaways. And remember that all USL regular season and playoff games are available live, free, and in high definition on YouTube. Connect with the USL YouTube channel today. And now out at midfield, here's Justin with details about the Roughnecks' upcoming home matches.
Yeah, that's right, Kirk. The Roughnecks will be back in town this upcoming Saturday, and I want to make sure you guys know all that is going on. It's not just about the soccer match. We got a lot of pregame activities going on, too, that I want to make sure that you guys know about. On Saturday, starting at 4 o'clock, over at Guthrie Green, just a few blocks away, we got the Roughnecks Rally going on. We're going to have live music over there. We're going to have DJs, a face painter, balloon artist, soccer activities for the kids, all sorts of fun stuff that we want you guys to come out early and enjoy that with us. Then at 6:30, we're all going to march over to the match together for when the gates open at 6:30. 6:30, the first 1,500 fans are going to get one of these awesome Roughnecks flags right here at the Arvis and Oil Derrick entrances. So make sure you guys get here early if you want to get one of these awesome flags right here to show your Roughnecks pride. Again, only the first 1,500 fans are going to get them. Then 7:30, the match kicks off. We got the Colorado Springs Switchbacks here. It is a big, big game, so we need you guys to come on out and have some fun with us and cheer on those Roughnecks for Saturday. Now, tonight after the game, I want to make sure that you guys stick around. After the game, the players come around and they sign autographs. So come down to the bottom of your section, and they'll come around and sign some autographs. Say hello. Make sure that you guys say hello to those guys. They are fantastic. And then the after party tonight is at the Fur Shop. We want you guys to come over and have some fun with us at the official after party of the Roughnecks at the Fur Shop. All right, and the roustabouts, I think they still have a couple more availability for the Oklahoma City trip. For only $30, you guys can get round-trip bus to Oklahoma City and your food and your drink for that night. So make sure you guys go see those guys over there. They have, for only $30, you can go down to Oklahoma City, not have to worry about driving. They will take care of that for you on the bus. All right, Roughnecks Nation, let's get loud this second half and cheer on your Roughnecks to another victory.
Now check out the video board for these halftime stats. Visit the new USLsoccer.com. Get the latest news and live stats, and check out the new social media hub. Time now for the Bank of Oklahoma Kick for Cash. Justin, who are tonight's contestants?
All right, Kirk, down here with us tonight on the far end in the black, I got Ridge over there. And closer to the roustabouts in the light orange, I got Corbin. And these guys are going to play the Bank of Oklahoma Kick for Cash. They got 5 soccer balls. They got 30 seconds. The most soccer balls in the goal in the shortest amount of time is going to go home with $50 cash, courtesy of Bank of Oklahoma. Gentlemen, are you ready? You guys ready? All right, on your mark. Get set, go! Here they go. Ridge has got the first one. That one's in. He's 1 for 1. We got 1 for 1 over here. 2 for 2. Ridge is 2 for 2. Again, it's the shortest amount of time here. We're 3 for 3. Oh, 2 for 3 on the far end. 4 for 4. 3 for 4. Let's see the last one here. And that one's wide. It's going over here, though. We got 4 to 4, but Corbin got done first. Corbin, right over here, buddy. Right over here with me, Corbin. Congratulations. You got $50 cash coming to you from the Bank of Oklahoma. Oh, you're not done yet. We're not done yet. Come right over here. From this spot right here. All right, JJ, let's put it down. Do you want to go for the big goal for $100 or the small goal for $200? What do you think?
Small goal.
Absolutely. We're going for the small goal. Guys, let's get that straightened out a little bit. The Coyote, there you go. He's getting it all set up. All right, Roughnecks Nation, let's cheer him on right here. Come on, Corbin, for an additional $200. Here we go. Whenever you're ready. And it's off. It's curving. It's, oh, he just missed it. Don't worry about that, Corbin. I got $50 cash for you right here, courtesy of, that's $100. Sorry, you don't get that one. We get this one right here, $50 cash, courtesy of the Bank of Oklahoma. Give it up for Corbin right here. Great job, my man. That is $50, courtesy of the Bank of Oklahoma. Way to go. Let's give it up for these guys right here. That was fantastic.
Nike is a proud sponsor of the USL. Follow at Nike Soccer on Twitter for all the latest Nike soccer information. Fans' concessions will stop serving alcohol at the 80th minute of tonight's match. Please plan accordingly, and thank you for your cooperation. Roughnecks fans, get on your feet and get loud. It's time for the Mark Miller Buick GMC t-shirt toss.
That's right, Roughnecks Nation. Come on, let's hear you guys. Who wants a t-shirt over here? Come on. Oh, I know you guys getting louder than that. I've been hearing you all night long. Who wants a t-shirt over here? What about up there? You guys are paying attention over there. Keep it going. Come on, let's hear you guys. Who wants some t-shirts here? I got one more left right here. One more left. Who wants it? I like that. That's creative. I like that. Come on, keep it going, guys. Let's hear it. I don't know. Looking back over there. What about you guys over here? I don't know. This is tough. This is tough. I don't know. I got one left. I want to use this sparingly. What about you guys again? That's pretty good. What about over in this way over here? I got to go back in this corner over here. That t-shirt toss was brought to you by our good friends over at Mark Miller Buick GMC. Be sure to visit them for all your new and used car needs.
Now direct your attention to the video board for upcoming promotions here at One Oak Field.
Let's take one final timeout, a 60-second timeout, and Yeah. All right, welcome back. See the Roughnecks huddle there on the pitch. If you're watching in on YouTube and listening in on ESPN 1300 The Buzz, Jeremy Poplin and Dave Saunders with you. There's Christian Mata, the goal scorer for the Tulsa Roughnecks, as it is 1-1 at half with the Orange County Blues. Thank you to those of you who are watching in, Orange County Blues fans, or just fans of the USL as well. Don't forget, all USL regular season and playoff games are available live, free, and in HD on YouTube. Connect with the USL YouTube channel today.
Can I just say, talking of USL, I'm wishing Mr. Paul Buckle, a good friend of mine from England, all the best as he takes over at Sacramento. Paul, I wish you all the very best, apart from, of course, when the Roughnecks go and play you, where I will be wanting the Roughnecks to get 3 points, which, Pop, you'll be commentating on later on the season. But Pregame, we believe, is going over to England. Good luck to him. But Paul Buckle's a good footballing man. He's had a lot of experience both sides of the pond. Good luck to you, Paul.
Pregame definitely has some irons in the fire, so to speak, for his future. And, yes, that did kind of rattle the USL world earlier this week. Was able to catch the press conference live on the Sacramento Republic Periscope feed. And Pregame stepping down. His last game will actually be this weekend on the 11th against LA Galaxy 2.
Yeah, Pregame, I remember him playing in England, and I think he ended up playing for Portsmouth. And then he's had great success with that big club, Sacramento, of course.
Here's the step over and the free set piece coming up, and Vinter comes off of the line. Or excuse me, Feener comes off the line and gets the right hand and punches that one away. Good job there from Feener.
Yeah, good positive start from Feener. He had a good first half. As we said, he couldn't have done anything with the goal that he's conceded tonight, but that was a good fist on the ball there.
Here's Orange County with a bit of possession here to start the second half. Good win there from Sammy Ochoa. Nice ball from Mata, finds Oscar. Oscar now dribbling to his left. The touch failed him just a little bit, had that one knocked away. Back to Miranda.
Yeah, just a bad first touch from Jimenez. As I said before, as a coach, you always want your first touch. You tell the players the first touch is most important. And that's
a goal. Are you kidding me?
Stephen Miller there.
Stephen Miller.
Well, do you know what, Jeremy? It is about time the Roughnecks had a bit of luck, and that is what you call a bit of luck. Miller, we'll see it on the replay in a minute. Miller crossed it in from the left, and there was a bit of a mix-up between two Orange County defenders, but we'll take it. And it looked in no danger as the ball came in there, but we'll take it. And they got hands on hips. They don't know what's hit them. What a fantastic start. Barely a minute in, and the Roughnecks find themselves 2-1 up.
You mentioned it. Sometimes you will just take any amount of luck that you can get, and that was just unfortunate there for Orange County as McCracken was trying to play it out, and it came off of Navarro and into the back of the net, and quickly on the other end, here's a opportunity for Orange County, but Feener there to cover that one up. But just a ball played in there from Stephen Miller across the mouth of the goal, and Lady Luck on the side of the Tulsa Roughnecks.
Yeah, and as I said, it's about time they had a little bit of it, but it's important now how they respond. They've got themselves in front again, the second time in this game. Can they keep the back door shut? I look down and it almost looks as though we are playing with a flat back four now. You talk about luck. I mean, everybody will know that poor English girl defender, Laura Bassett. The ball came in from the Japanese right winger, and she did what any central defender, you must have done it when you played central defence. You get your foot on it, and what happened to the ball? It just looped up, and it was a bit of luck for Japan, and England lost the game. And just sometimes in a game of soccer, that is what you need, and you don't want to concede these fantastic goals that we've been seeing, and you want a bit of luck for yourselves at the other end. Stephen Miller's cross deflected in, 2-1 ahead. I
had one lone goal in my career, if you can even call it a career, and it still haunts me to this day. I still think about it. At least once every other month, it comes up in my mind.
One of those nightmare moments, isn't it? But it happens, doesn't it? It just happens in the game of soccer, and that's what it is. And well done, Roughnecks, 2-1 ahead. They'll take it, and now they're just sitting off and consolidating this for a few minutes here. But I'm sure David Irving would have said at halftime, go out and get yourselves ahead early on in this half.
And now the Roughnecks, who have had trouble with allowing teams to score rather quickly after they have either equalized or have been able to climb back directly in the game. There have been a number of goals that have happened within the next 4 to 5 minute time period. And they have to continue to find a way to fight through that. And they have the early goal here, and Vinter now will get set with the free kick.
And I think Orange County are going to make at least one substitution just in a moment.
Here's Bond, plays to the outside. It's Blue. Blue tries to go around the defender, unable to do so. One there on the Roughnecks, played back centrally. Bond got a touch on it to Mata. Here's a left-footed go from Chad Bond.
But they're playing with confidence, and obviously when you see the ball going in the net for your team, it gives you the confidence. And both of the goals for the Roughnecks tonight have given them a real lift. Just looking down again, Jeremy, it looks, I say with a twinkle in my eye, like a 4-4-2 that David Irving said that he plays every week. But it looks like they've gone flat back four. Davron's gone to more of a left back role. I'm sure he won't need much encouragement to get up that left-hand side when he can, but he is definitely defending a little bit deeper at the start of this second half.
Felix plays to the outside, back to Felix now, finds Crittenden. Turns, looks, oh, the ball played directly down the center of the pitch. Price steps in front of, cleared this one away, back towards midfield.
And of course, finishing off my comment, Davron's gone to left back, and there is Brewster hooking the ball away at right back, which we know he prefers anyway. And then you've got Price and Venter as the centre back. So it's very much a flat back four. Miller seems to have gone out to the left, and Ballou on the right, and then Bond, Jimenez in the middle, and up top you've got the goal scorer Mata and the very hard-working Sammy Ochoa.
Brady Ballou looks like he's okay after he got back up off of his feet. Ballou has 1 goal in the season, the first ever goal in Roughnecks history. He has 2 assists as well. Both of those assists came at Starfire against S2.
That's a good ball.
Good ball towards the back post. Out of the field of play now, quickly at the throw. Davron to the corner, finds Miller. Miller dumps back to Davron. Miller trying to shield the defender off, was held up there a bit, loses possession.
Stephen Miller's had a good game tonight. He's played just in behind the front two in the first half. Now he's more of a wide left role, and he's working. He's on the ball here again, and he's become a very important player for the Roughnecks.
That was all based off of Mata there, off of his hustle to come back. Ochoa steps back over, now has Bond showing centrally. Elects to dump back to Vinter, past midfield. Ryan Price now to Brewster. Ball from Brewster, flicked on. Here's Stephen Miller, flicked on from Mata. Miller unable to work past the defender. Here's Davron with the quick throw and headed out of play.
And I'm sure another thing David Irving would have said at half-time to his players is have long spells of keeping the ball. Don't let the other team have the ball, and that's a good start. Although, as I say that, here come Orange County again.
Good job there from Kyle. Hustle back, working against Crittenden.
Yeah, did well, Venter there. Now it's going to be a change, I think.
If we'll have a change just yet.
No, you're right. I thought the referee was blowing the whistle and looking over. Perhaps he was caught out like me.
You can follow the USL on Facebook and become a fan for exclusive league news and interactive content. Good heads-up play by Vinter. He was looking back for Feener, and Ramirez was taking a step in between. Vinter had to turn and played out of bounds. Away there as Illich came over. Davern and Illich. Davern continues to fight. Ball played directly at Fiener there towards the post from Pieris.
Davern doing very well defensively there, as I've said already in commentary. He's certainly sitting back a little bit further now in this flat back four.
Mata finds Miller. Back to Mata. Mata with the one touch. And it squibs off to the right.
Did you remember Gerd Müller, by the way, or are you too young, my friend? The German, West Germany he played for back in the 70s. A bit young for you.
A bit before my time.
Your time, wasn't it? Yeah. But he's incredibly similar. He was a brilliant goal
I know
scorer.
of the name.
Yeah, brilliant goal scorer for West Germany. And Mata is so similar to him. But I think Andy referred to the lad at Manchester United, Chicharito. Yeah. And that was a good spot as well. But he's just that kind of player. And he wasn't afraid to have a little go there, was he? Just a few yards over. But if you're a goal scorer, you have to be very selfish. And selfish in a good way to score goals for your team. And 2 in 3 games isn't a bad start to your career here, is it?
Ball played towards the corner flag. Ochoa giving chase here. Back to Miranda. And now forward up past midfield. Vinter wins the ball in the air. Long header from Kyle Vinter. Griffiths to McCracken. A little bit of pressure there from Ochoa. Now Miller comes over to challenge.
But when you see a team there just hitting the ball long, that's always a good sign for you that they're having to do that. They weren't doing that in the first half.
Not very much at all. Maybe only once or twice.
Right. And that's a good sign for the Roughnecks.
Brady Ballou back to Brewster. A little bit of bump there from behind.
A little bit of a shove in the back there, I would say.
Ballou went. Throw in now for Orange County. Don't forget, Case and Associates is your home for the Roughnecks players when they're not on the pitch. And you can look to Case for your apartment needs. You can find Case and Associates online at caseusa.com.
Well done. Good defending from Venter there. Nothing going through the middle past him at the moment.
Bit hot for Ochoa to settle near midfield. Here's Mata. Mata has it, head up. Easy ball to Ochoa. Ochoa now to Ballou, and that one, well, you could see kind of the angle of that ball as it came off the boot of Ochoa.
Yeah, it was nearly a great ball. It's one of those nearly balls that if it just spun in a little bit more, Ballou would have been in behind the left back there.
Davern with a sliding challenge, and this will earn him a booking here. Is that Bond?
Yeah,
it is going to be Bond, and Bond is fortunate. It looked like the referee was on his way over, reaching into the pocket there for a brief moment. Chad Bond fortunate there.
Again, going back a few years, that would have been a fair tackle. He won the ball fairly, but these days it was a bit of a jump in, slightly from the side, and the referee gave a free kick.
Fiener, easy play for him. Good long throw there from Fiener, finds Ochoa as Miller.
That's a great
ball from Sammy Ochoa, finds Ballou. Ballou brings it down with the chest, plays it across the center. There it is, and a goal. It's in. Is that Oscar? Oscar comes flying through from the midfield position, slots that one home, and the Roughnecks now with a 2-goal lead. And the goal from Oscar Jimenez in the 59th minute.
Sammy Ochoa, left to right, superb ball into Ballou. He tried it just a minute before and it didn't quite come off. This time it did. Ballou striking the ball, as you should do, across the face of goal. And there was Oscar Jimenez to come in at the far post. And there is now daylight between the two teams. The Roughnecks 3, OC Blues 1.
Watch this on the replay. Watch this ball. Brady brings it down. And then with his very next touch, the perfect ball, and let the celebration begin for Oscar.
And again, I would credit the coach there because he's clearly said to Oscar, I need you in the box a little bit more. You and not so much Chad Bond, because Chad Bond holds in the midfield, but Oscar Jimenez, he probably said to him, come on, you need to be up there as well, helping out his strikers. And he did just that. Really good finish for him. Well done, Oscar Jimenez. Now it's going to be a corner there as Baloo was shrugged off. Baloo's not happy. He thought he was he shielded the ball and then he was shrugged off, but the last touch must have been on him. So real chance now for good defending here from the Roughnecks.
Bit of shuffling there inside the box. See the runs coming in through at different waves. Oh, good job, Fiener, as he steps in front of Cortez. As Cortez was flying through directly through the center of the box. And Fiener up to the challenge one more time.
Just trying to see again, as I always say with my aged eyes, over the far side there. There's a Roughnecks player stripped and ready to come on. Can't quite see who it is.
Here's Davern. Davern with his head up, left-footed ball. Assistance flag was up as Mata was caught. But they were right near the 18.
But again, you've got to give credit to the coach because he's gone flat back four. He soaked up a little pressure. Yes, they got the lucky second goal, but then really they've turned the screw and they've got this third goal. And it's a deserved third goal, Jeremy, and they find themselves 3-1 ahead.
Assistant says play on. And the Roughnecks escape as Santana had gotten in behind the line. Davern comes over to have a conversation with the assistant. As you can see Santana there kind of scratching his head. He realizes he missed on an opportunity to draw Orange County closer here in the 61st minute.
I think, again, Fiener was beaten, but well done to him because he came across and came out and did his best. He couldn't do any more, and that really should have been 3-2. And that's a warning shot for the Roughnecks there. They don't want to concede now. 61 minutes, so 29 to 90 left. And they've got away with it as Orange County have made a substitution.
That's Ryan Felix is out. Jacob Barone is on. So our first switch here in the 62nd minute comes first from Orange County. Here's Mata.
There's our Terrier again, just winning that ball for his team.
Plays the easy ball back for Brewster. That was Baloo who had cut back to the inside. Unable to connect on the searching ball forward. Bit of build up here from Orange County. From the middle third. Here's Crittenden. He's back directly near midfield inside the center circle. Harassed there from the Roughnecks. Mata comes away with it. To Ochoa. Chad Bond. Baloo with the left foot. Off of the deflection, Mata's going to have an opportunity here if he can get to it in time. That's a good battle happening there. Look at Mata continuing to fight with Navarro.
He's pretty quick, isn't he, Mata, as well? He's annoyed with the linesman there. He thought he won the throw-in, but he's pretty quick over a few yards, isn't he?
To the outside. There's Santana.
Again, is a great thing to have as a striker, isn't it?
See a handball. We'll have another sub coming up.
David Irvin and Tommy Taylor just trying to get some instructions on there. They've seen something that they want to tighten up on.
For Orange County, number 27, Tyler
This will
Feely
be Santana off, and Tyler Feely makes his way on for Orange County.
I think at the moment for the Roughnecks, I don't think I'd change anything at all, Jeremy. I really think this 4-4-2 is working well. I wouldn't change it at all. David Irvin's got somebody ready over there, but he's sensibly keeping them back. Don't change it at the moment.
It looks like that might be Bardsley that is potentially up next for the Roughnecks as they might go to their first sub.
if they do make a sub, it'll be up top, won't it? I don't think he changed the midfield 4 or the back 4, so it would be Bardsley on up top, I would have thought.
One of the more important games of the entire season right here for the Tulsa Roughnecks. Sitting in 11th place in the West with 15 points, desperately needing 3 points here at home. It would be their second ever victory here at home if they can find a way to close this one out. Still a long way to go in the 65th minute.
And if you're sat listening at home to us tonight and you couldn't get here tonight, try and come along on Saturday, because it's a great place, as we always say, to watch soccer. One Oak Field, a real picture tonight. The lights are on and the iconic buildings in the background now. I just love this place. It's a great place to watch soccer. So come along on Saturday, or if you can't get there, stay at home or listen to me and Pop.
Don't forget, on Saturday, it will be Roughnecks Flag Night. The first 1,500 fans will receive a Roughnecks flag here at One Oak Field. Crittenden has to go with a quick touch. He was surrounded there. That was Bond. Drops all the way back here, up back towards the middle third.
I think you'd have to go as far to say this next 25 minutes is the most important 25 minutes of the Roughnecks season.
Here's Illich. Deflection comes directly to Feener. So a bit more of the luck, not just with the opening goal here in the second half, but even random bounces like we just saw back to Feener. Those have gone against the Roughnecks a large portion the first half of the season, and maybe this is the tide starting to turn just a bit, even if it's for one game, Dave.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll take it. But 2 of the 3 goals, you know, that one of them was lucky, but 2 of the 3 goals have been good build-up, and they've taken their chances. That's a foul.
It's on Ryan Price. Ryan Price continuing to argue. It was Illich, Vista, California. Illich is a good story. Went through the Open Combine in 2015 and made it through. Was able to get signed from Vanguard University in Costa Mesa. This is his 15th appearance. He has 9 starts on the season. And played just a hair under 800 minutes so far this season. Here's Orange County.
I think we've got a 4 or 5 man wall there. Everybody back in an orange shirt defending this one.
Shot goes directly on frame. Off of the set piece. Roughnecks and Feener survive.
And Feener sensibly taking a little bit of time here, just placing the ball carefully for this goal kick, and just in front of the roustabouts there, just wanting to preserve this lead, 3-1. And I think the Roughnecks sub, whoever it was, is being talked to by Tommy Taylor, but he's put the target, the yellow targets that the subs wear back on, because I think sensibly David Irvin's saying we're just going to leave this for a few more minutes.
To the outside. Looking centrally, oh, nice ball through the middle, just unable to get a touch on it was Ramirez, as the run was coming directly through the center of the box. If he was maybe one more step, he could have got just a touch on. And at that point, you need just anything to get on the ball, and you never know where it could end up.
Absolutely right, but credit the defender, particularly Venter there. He tracked the run, and that's what you need, isn't it, as a defender? You track the run, even if you don't get on the ball, you track the run of the attacking midfield and strikers. That'll be a Roughnecks throw-in, and again, they can slow things down with Davron.
Ramirez, by the way, is on loan from the El Salvador side, CD Atletico Marte. He's played 4 seasons there, scoring over 30 goals. He also has played for the El Salvador national team at the under-17, 20, 21, and 23 levels.
The crowd are quietly enjoying this game, aren't they? It's one of those intriguing situations where they're nervously wanting, it's going to be a double substitution for the Roughnecks, which I'll get Pop to tell you about in a minute, but they're nervously watching this game. They just so much want to see a win here, but so far so good. So 22 minutes to go.
It's going to
the
be
Roughnecks 3-1 up.
Gibson Bardsley in for Sammy Ochoa.
Replaces number 9, Sammy Ochoa.
And that looks like that it will be Eli. That is Eli Gelberth Knapp, whose mom is in town, by the way. Eli will come on for the goal scorer,
For Tulsa,
Oscar Jimenez.
I think Sammy Ochoa's worked hard tonight, and he's had a good game.
number 19, Oscar Jimenez.
Hasn't had an opportunity on goal, hasn't had one really, but he's worked very, very hard. A great assist for the third goal, that ball from left to right, and he's worked hard for the team tonight.
So the leading goal scorer for the Roughnecks has made his way onto the pitch. There he is, Gibson Bardsley. Bardsley was a teammate there with Oscar in college, Western Washington University. And Gibson has shown at times that he can be a bit of a pit bull himself.
Yeah, he's a good player. I like watching him, and he gives his all for the cause, doesn't he?
A bit unique is Gibson. I asked David Irving on the radio one time what makes Gibson so good, and David Irving said, "You know, I really don't know."
That's what makes him good, isn't it?
A very unique player. And David Irving has talked about that a number of times. Crittenden will leave it. Eli got his first touch there, and it was a defensive touch. Oh, nice ball that squirts free. Here's Gibson, and he's going to be offsides on the far side.
Two pretty straight swaps, aren't they, for the Roughnecks? Gibson Bardsley's gone up top for Sammy Ochoa, and Eli's gone in there for Oscar Jimenez, the goal scorer of that third goal. So pretty much still a 4-4-2.
There's exactly what we've talked about throughout the broadcast. Almost 3.5 offsides per game. That's second in the league for the Tulsa Roughnecks. Third in the league in corners with 84 tonight. And that's what's so intriguing. David Irving had talked to us about that at the beginning of the match, and you start to go down and you look at the statistics. You look at shots, as we'll have another sub coming up here, this one for Orange County. But, Dave, you start to run down just the stats in the league offensively. And Tulsa seems to be at the top, very near the top in offensive stats in everything except goal scoring.
Yeah, they do, don't they? We've said corners. I think I remember saying that with you back in May, I think it was, and they were leading the corners. So they really got off to a great start offensively. And as we've said, they need a bit of luck and not concede silly goals. This could be a mess up from the keeper. No, he gets away with it. And, you know, they could be further up the league. And I think, you know, second half of the season, I'm really excited. I'm really optimistic for the second half of the season. It all starts tonight, and Jeremy, we've got 18 minutes left of the 90. A massive 18 minutes for the Roughnecks.
How about the confidence there from Miranda? As you see, the sub was Jack McCracken subbed out, and Jimmy Turner on for him.
Yeah, it was good play from the keeper, wasn't it? It's one of those when you can easily slip up and make yourself look silly, but he didn't that time. He did well.
Miranda spent some time. He's a member of the 2012 original LA Blues team. Several members of the Cuban national team who actually defected in 2008. They were actually playing a tournament in Florida. And I remember listening to an interview that he had conducted that talks about that process, about how they had decided with his teammates that they were not going to go back to Cuba back in 2008. As again, they were in Florida. They were able to find a place to hide there inside the hotel.
Wouldn't it be nice if the Roughnecks could knock in a fourth from this corner? Here it comes.
That one headed away. Pieris. All the way back to Vinter. Vinter could not connect. Here's Orange County. Ball settled down from midfield. Now played back to the inside. Here's Crittenden. Crittenden has one directly at Feener. Feener, both hands up to block that one.
That was a very good save, because I'm sure that the ball, they're lighter footballs they play with these days, and that was swerving in the air, and he did well to get two hands on that. No way he could have caught it. Another great save for Fina and a great night for him.
Just a driving ball, and you could see it took a little bit of a dip right before it got to Fina.
Is that what you call a slider from the picture when it ducks? Or am I showing my English ignorance at best? Oh, good save again.
Brilliant save there from Fina.
What a great save. Those two hands again that had just palmed the ball out, had just made a brilliant reaction save. That was not far out when the lad headed that at all.
And Fina deserves the round of applause from behind on the roustabouts. Here's another look on it on the YouTube replay. As the ball is played forward on the replay.
He's offside. Gibson
He is offsides. Yeah. That header was directly at the post there, and Fina was in perfect position to knock that one down.
Well, I think it's the roustabouts who give a man of the match award, and I would suggest that Mr. Fina might be in there, firmly in their minds at the moment, Jeremy, with 15 minutes to go.
Roughnecks leading 3-1. Headed away by Ryan Price. Here's Illich. We'll track this one down. Near the byline. Back to Illich. Stephen Miller wins this one, plays it forward for Gibson Bardsley, and the flag is up.
But, you know, this is good signs from the Roughnecks. One of those is going to get through in a minute. And Orange County have obviously got a push now in the last 15 minutes. But you look down, I just talked about Fina being, you know, my man of the match so far, but nobody in orange shirts had a bad game tonight. They've all done really, really well. And let it continue for the next 15 or so minutes.
Vinter had the clearance. Mata could not get to it in enough time. Davern played that one with his head. Fina had to come off of his line. Kind of bobbled it for a brief moment. Now has it collected there on the turf. With the hustle there from Fina. I can hear Coach Irving now as we step onto the bus. Every time Jake Fina walks onto the bus, it's always Fina.
Well, I'm sure his coach is going to give him a good pat on the back tonight if the score stays as it is. And Orange County again knocking it long, and that must be frustrating for their coach and for their players, and for those of you who are OC Blues fans watching this broadcast on YouTube. But you have to go back to the first few minutes again when they had the chances to score, and they didn't. But for great goalkeeping from Fina, a little bit of luck, and here the Roughnecks find themselves 3-1 ahead. Fully deserved at the moment, you'd say, Jeremy?
Well, and as we had mentioned, this is a difficult stretch here for Orange County. 5 games in a row on the road. Not only the 2 games here in Oklahoma, they were coming off the 2-0 loss to Arizona United. This will be another sub coming up here for Tulsa.
78th minute for Tulsa.
And this is going to be Adam Black, and he will
replaces number 3.
I believe they were showing Davern's number. That is, Irla Davern will be subbed out.
That's an interesting one for me. Is he injured, or is he just saving him maybe for Saturday's game? I think I'm looking at who's going to come across to left back. Just going back to that, you know, my friend, with the Orange County feeling a bit sorry for them, 5 on the road. We've talked about the schedule, which David Irvin has never complained about, but the Thursday, Saturdays, not many teams have to do Thursday, Saturdays as many times as the Roughnecks do. So we shouldn't really feel sorry for anyone, should we? Forgive me for saying it with my Roughnecks hat on.
Roughnecks will have played their fair share of the Thursday, Saturday games. There's a nice ball over the top. That's a run.
Now, I'm just looking down. Davern's gone off. Stephen Miller looks to have gone to left back. So it's the same back 4 with Miller there. And who was it who came on? Is it Laurie Bell?
It was Adam Black that came
Adam
on.
Black, excuse me, has gone to the left-hand side where Miller was. So
boy, Gibbo.
I can only think that they're resting Mr. Davern for Saturday, unless he had a slight strain.
That would have been an extremely acrobatic finish from Gibson Bardsley if he could find a way to get that one to go.
Good defending again from Price, just shrugging off the attacker there. He's had a good game tonight, Price.
Hey, don't forget that Admiral is the official sportswear provider of the Tulsa Roughnecks. You can look for the official Admiral products at One Oak Field. A throw in now. This is Turner. We have a Roughneck player that is actually down in the box.
Stephen Miller it is.
Stephen Miller that is down. That shot was wide of the frame. Miller was down, kind of writhing in pain. Looked like he was holding his midsection.
And Venter is saying to the linesman, why didn't you see that? So something must have happened that I can't honestly say that I saw anything.
I did not see exactly what caused Miller to go down, but I did look like that he was in a considerable amount of pain.
But Venter is really upset about that.
We'll have another sub now. And this will be the goal scorer, Mata, who is making his way off. And this is our first opportunity to see Kidd back in form for the Roughnecks.
Welcome back to him, pacey player. I think the referee probably did all that he could do there. He went up to Ramirez and he said, look, I didn't see it, but you were clearly involved. Cut it out. Don't do anything else. And I think it was a bit of off-the-ball stuff, but Steve Miller doesn't go down lightly, does he? Now it's
Ball
Gibson.
over the top to Gibson. It's too heavy for Gibson to catch up to it in time before it goes out over the byline. Roughnecks leading 3-1 here in the 81st minute. Desperately needing 3 points. 16th game of the season for both teams. Here's Adam Black. Adam Black will keep it himself. On with the left, sends it far post, and just misses on the opposite side. Sliding through was Gibson Bardsley. And Orange County survives, and they want to go quickly. Well, here's the quick play from Illich.
Wonderful play from Adam Black. Quickly to say, all won by Kidd. His hamstring is definitely okay, folks.
Here's Feely. Diving header from Price to knock it away. To Turner. Turner battling.
Well done, Eli, again. Put pressure on the lad there, and he just lost control, and ball ran away from him towards those advertising signs. And Ben Brewster quite sensibly slowing things down. We've seen this often, haven't we, here with the away team that's often been in the lead with 9 minutes to go, and now it's the Roughnecks' turn to slow things down and see this next 9 minutes out. They lead by 3-1. Another goal would be fantastic, wouldn't it?
Kidd saves that one before it goes out. Provides this opportunity forward for Adam Black. Contact there from behind. That's on Griffiths. They're going to say that he was out of bounds before the contact happened.
Yeah, I think the linesman was putting his flag up for a foul there on Adam Black. Still a ways to go, Jeremy. Still 8 minutes here.
As Orange County will swing it here to the outside. Here's Feely. Overlapping run to the outside if he wants to use it. Cuts back towards the inside. Dump this one off. Pieris. Miscommunication there. As you saw, Ramirez was coming back towards the inside. Good shot of the Roughnecks bench there. There's Ochoa. A smile on his face. Oscar put in great work tonight. Has a goal. David Irving there in the background.
Working really hard at the Roughnecks.
Eli sends it to Adam Black. Deflection there, and it's going to be offsides.
Offside, yeah.
Boy, you thought that was going to be one of those other lucky bounces.
Yeah, Kidd would have been in. But the Roughnecks are doing well here. They're just soaking up all the pressure and then trying to hit Orange County on the break. Orange County have to push forward, of course.
Or a dangerous ball played in off the deflection. A shot from outside from Ramirez.
Just snatched at it, Ramirez, didn't he? Could have possibly taken a little bit more time there.
He was right on the arc as he let that one go.
Well, as I said, it's quite quiet in the stadium, and I think it's because we're all just hoping this next 6.5 minutes will go by very quickly, and the Roughnecks can come away with this handsome victory. And then, obviously, not wait too long before Saturday to come here again. And that's the keeper putting that one out. So far, so good.
Roughnecks will have a throw-in. Court Furniture has played a key role in making the Roughnecks players feel at home in Tulsa. Court Furniture, there when you need it and gone when you don't. Here's Ballou taking his time. No rush. Kidd, that one knocked away from him. Taking off of the ball there midfield. Miller forward. Finds Adam Black from OCU.
Well
Adams'
done.
former coach Brian Harvey is listening in. That's a good ball, right idea. As Miranda makes a good play to come out. Take that one away from Bardsley.
Brian will remember Gert Muller, of course. Even if you don't, Pop, because you're too young.
He save it before it goes over the byline. He puts that one out of play. Does Pieris. See 21 shots so far tonight for Orange County.
Yeah, it's been strange, isn't it? They've created the opportunities. Probably they created their best ones, you would say, in the first part of the game, really. Scored a pretty good goal to equalise, but the Roughnecks, with that bit of luck with the Steve Miller cross, the ball was deflected in off a defender, and then a really good third goal. Are really on top here with 5 minutes to go.
Of those 21 shots, 11 of them have been saved by Feener. Roughnecks have 14 shots so far tonight. 4 saves from Miranda.
There's Kidd on the chase, yeah.
Knocked that one away in front of Crittenden. Here's Kidd. Kidd has it now. Still on his foot inside the box. Oh, he had Adam Black that was making a run, and I don't think the Kidd ever saw him coming through as Kidd played that one directly to Miranda.
Yep, did well to shrug off the defender and win it, and pacey run. Possibly the ball back to Adam Black might have been the better option, but he had a shot on goal, and good signs from Kidd coming back from injury.
Clearance. It's Bardsley. He played that one off of a blue player. It looked like that he did for a moment. Throw in, however. Crittenden takes that early. Here he has it from midfield. Square ball to the opposite side into space. Orange County looking back to the opposite side. Here's a little bit of room in front. Pieris had it for a brief moment. Sperone. Feener comes flying through, punches that one out of the danger spot.
Well done again, good, confident goalkeeping.
Feely goes head up with Miller off the deflection. A couple of Blues players there and unable to settle it. That was Cortez. Miranda is pushed all the way forward now. That's a nice little flick there with the header, but Feener one more time out to deny the Orange County Blues.
Very quick off his line, Feener, the number 25 there. Really good night for him. As I said, that he's just hooked that one to the, or sliced that one, excuse me, to the right.
Maybe could have taken a little bit more time there.
Yeah.
That's a good long throw in. Finds over the top. This will be a corner now.
Ryan Price there with the challenge. And the referee's given... Well, he pointed to the corner. He confused everybody.
Now did he change it back?
Yeah, he pointed. I don't think his linesman helped him out an awful lot, but I didn't think that Ryan Price got anything on that. He gave the attack a bit of a shove, which defender's entitled to do.
So you could hear the reaction from the roustabouts from up here.
Yeah. Roustabouts got that one, I think.
Roustabouts are pretty sharp. Hard to get one by on them.
Yeah.
There's Laurie Bell. Might see him.
Just to take a little bit off the clock. Just over 1 minute to go.
See how much stoppage time is added. The kid slips down.
I don't think it's a lot, Pop, is it? We haven't seen too many stoppages.
Should not be.
2 at the most.
We've had maybe 1 or 2 moments where a player has gone down. Here's Feely as Miller knocks that one away briefly. That pass is behind Ramirez, and here come the Roughnecks. Adam Black.
Well played, Adam Black. Good switch as well.
Good ball, good look. Miller has plenty of space now. Miller's just going to take his time here along the touchline, go directly towards the corner. If he's not fouled from behind, Roughnecks will take that, though.
Yeah, draws the foul, and by the time this free kick is taken, the 90 will be up.
We're going to have a sub beforehand, though. This will be Laurie Bell.
Substitution coming in the 90th.
Brady Ballou, is it?
For Tulsa, number 4,
And it will be Brady Ballou.
Who's had a good night, isn't he, Brady Ballou?
Bravo, Brady.
Yeah.
The job that he has done. Brady and Davern, what we've seen so far, just their ability out wide has been such a difference maker for this Roughnecks team.
Yeah, yeah. They went to the 3 at the back, and then David Irvin has changed it back to a flat back 4 in the second half, which has done really well. He's had a good night, coach. Here, 90 minutes are up now. Taking a long time in the substitution, which is great. So we'll wait for the 4th officials board, Pop, but I don't think it'll be any. It shouldn't be any more than 2 or 3.
Laurie Bell on. Back to play we go, and that one's in, and Kid has a goal. Kid Wabwezi. And we'll see the celebration from Kid as the substitute has come on, and his 2nd goal of the season. His prior goal came in Seattle late in that game. And just as soon as they add 3 minutes of stoppage time to the board, there is Kid.
Well, that really is the icing on the cake. A great night for the Roughnecks now, surely at 4-1. That is the game. And it was a beautiful free kick played in there. And there was Kid. He had two bites at the cherry, but well done to him.
Beautiful from Bond. That curled in perfectly. And the defender with the poor clearance, just a little bit of a touch. That would almost teed it up for Kid. And good hustle from him to continue to fight.
That's a great comeback from him, isn't it? And that hamstring's okay.
Here's Illich.
There will be 3
Line
minutes
drive
of
headed out by
time.
Stephen Miller. Boy, everything has gone Tulsa's way so far. Laurie Bell doing the proper thing, just clears that one out of the danger area. Try to waste as much time as you can.
But again, there is an opportunity that Kid has taken. And it's, you know, we've talked about that, scoring goals when you get the opportunities. Well done defensively, that's an offside. And Kid, you know, the first ball, okay, he didn't get onto it, but it fell his way. In he goes and just toes it in for a 4-1. And somebody once said, and I've said it many times, soccer is a funny old game, Pop, isn't it? Because 1 minute, you know, the ball can be crossed in from the left like Stephen Miller's for the second, and the defender's getting a horrible tangle with nobody near them, and we're 2-1 up, and then we've taken it from there, and well done. The coach has had a great night with his substitutions, his formations, and all the lads have, and it started off with a great performance from Mr. Fina in goal.
Let's go back and look at Tulsa's wins so far on the season. In their wins, they have a couple of wins, 1-0 against OC Blues and 1-0 against Austin. As they continue to try to fight and press. And this will be a foul that will end up for Orange County. They have the 1-0 win, as I mentioned, against Orange County Blues, and Tulsa's going to end up winning the season series. The 1-0 win in Irvine on the goal from Gibson Bardsley there. The 1-0 win against Austin. And here is the 4-1 win. But the Sounders, too, win. Four goals in that matchup. The Sounders, too, win in Seattle. 5 goals in that matchup. Add 4 more here tonight. Boy, and when the Roughnecks win, for the most part, they will put a collection of goals together. And what a performance here this evening. And there you see, as Eli comes over and gives a big hug to Jake Feener. 13 saves tonight in his very first game for Tulsa. And he is getting all the deserved hugs as Lori Bell picks him up with the big hug there. And there's Zach Lubin that comes over to give him a hug as well. So good sportsmanship there from Zach coming over. Great teammates. And Tulsa with a much-needed 3 points here this evening at home. And they now improve to 18 points on the season after the 4-1 win against the Orange County Blues. Thank you so much to those of you who are watching on YouTube here this evening. We hope you enjoyed it. And for those of you on the radio side, stick around because we will be back with the postgame show coming up next. Tulsa.
The Roughnecks once again thank Two Works for You and 92.1 The Beat for sponsoring tonight's match. The Tulsa Roughnecks are proud to have these fine sponsors helping us put on Thirsty Thursday. Thanks again to Two Works for You and 92.1 The Beat. And now here's Justin to introduce the Roustabouts Man of the Match.
Yeah, that's right, Kirk. We are down here. I got Jesse and Zach for the Tulsa Soccer Show and Jacob and Josh from the Roustabouts. And we're about to name the Roustabouts Man of the Match in tonight's 4-1 victory. Zach, tell us who's tonight's Man of the Match.
Comes no surprise that Jake Feener is the man of the match. Amazing job tonight in the post. Real quick, you're the closest to the fans. What is this fan behind you? How does that help you in supporting you?
It's a huge motivation. I mean, they keep you when the game's tight or when they start putting a lot of pressure on. You guys really get the motivation going, that adrenaline popping, for the defenders to make the headers, for me to be able to get up for saves. Like, you guys are a huge part in us getting through that win, without a doubt.
Awesome, Jake. You are the man of the match today. You get your helmet and Joe Mama's pizza.
Let's give it up for Jake Feener right here, the Roustabouts Man of the Match. Great job in goal tonight, Jake. Thank you guys very much. And fans, don't forget, the official after party tonight is at the Fur Shop. We want you guys to come on out. Bring your ticket, and the first Coors Original is on the house. So bring that ticket stub and get your first free Coors Original. And I just talked to the Roustabouts, and we still have some spaces available for the road trip on July the 18th to Oklahoma City. You can head to TulsaRoustabouts.com, head to their Facebook page, or they'll be here on Saturday evening selling more bus passes. For only $30, you can get a round trip to Oklahoma City, your dinner, and some drinks along the way. So join the Roustabouts as they head to Oklahoma City on July the 18th, and let's meet them out there. Thank you, Roughnecks Nation, for coming out tonight, and we'll see you Saturday night.
Visit Guthrie Green before every weekend match this season for our Roughnecks rallies. Check out the Guthrie Green Market tonight and every Thursday night this summer. Visit GuthrieGreen.com for other upcoming events. Thank you for attending tonight's match. The Roughnecks will return to One Oak Field this Saturday, July 11th at 7:30 to host the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC. And the first 1,500 fans receive a Roughnecks FC flag. Tickets for that match and any other match this season are now on sale at TulsaRoughnecksFC.com. Please drive home safely, and we hope to see you back at One Oak Field soon.